Hi everyone. So we are in the middle of the year, almost in the end of June. So 6 months have passed, and it's been, I believe, a good year for me in terms of reading. Um, I, I do read a lot. Okay, so I do read around 100 books per year. This last year, this year I'm currently on, I've read already 80 books. To be fair, some are small, some are less. I don't have that many big, chunky books. I've been reading a lot of smaller books. When I say smaller, I mean 200 pages, 300 pages, 400 pages at most. And you're going to see that here. And so I'm going to talk about my top 10 of these first 6 months. And I'm currently reading three books, okay, which I'm thinking I'm going to finish in June, at least one or two, but probably not three. The first one is Inspection by Josh Malerman, which I'm not enjoying as per se. I know that it's a slow build, but I've read two books by him. This is the third book, and I don't expect an explosion or something that will make me, oh, okay, I didn't see this coming. The second book I'm reading is Vagrant by Peter Newman. I'm almost off there. Sorry, I'm almost a quarter to finish, so 100 pages, and I don't think I'm enjoying the book, and I'm going to read the remaining books, but I don't think it will be on my top 10. The only one I'm currently reading, and I think that is going to be on my top 10, but I don't know which spot. But probably I'm not going to finish this year because it's a slow paced book until now. It's Contagious by Michael McBride. I'm really enjoying the book. The book in other editions is around 600 pages. This one is 400 pages. So as you can see here, the font is very small. So I'm reading, but it's been a slow struggle. Um, I didn't finish one book. I'm already decided. I decided now that I'm going to stop reading one book I was reading, which is Battlefield Earth. I was reading since last year, and it's so slow, and I'm not enjoying the book. And I think that's what's most important. I know that it's a very important sci-fi book, but I'm not enjoying the book. So after 300 pages, I can safely say, okay, that's it for me. Um, Now, let me just give a thought. After reading, I've been reading for a lot of time. So I'm 44. I've been reading since I was a child, but not counting that time, counting only time that I've been reading English books. So since I was, I don't know, 18 or 19, um, I've read, according to Goodreads, a bit more probably because I've reread some. I've read 1,550 books, okay, which I think it's a good, sorry, 1,534 books, which is good. Okay, last year I stopped. I arrived. This year I arrived at 1,500 books, and after reading 5,000 books, 15,000 books, um, you rate the books as you read. So I've been reading since I'm 18, and I noticed two or three things which I would like to talk about this, and I would like your thoughts because I'm struggling to find if this is only me. I don't think it is, but you know. So I've rated around 200 books 5 stars. I've rated the 400 books on 4 stars, 400 books on 3 stars, 240 on 2 stars, and 78 on 8 stars. This may be a bit off because sometimes this last year I've not been logging as much in the Goodreads, so the stars in the correct tag, so it may be a bit off. But it's the vast majority, as I said, is 600 books are 4 or more stars, and the remaining are 3 or less. One thing I noticed is that in the beginning I didn't had as much patience as I had today, so I give up a lot of books. I give up like around 60 at least, as I have counted. Then after 2012 or 13, I rarely give up on a book. Probably because I read slower, so I didn't want to waste time on reading. Today I can read 100 pages per day, so maybe that's one reason. And I do sometimes drop a book. Probably I don't log it on Goodreads, or sometimes I probably don't even talk about it. Here I talk about Battlefield Earth because yeah, it's a book that everyone knows. Sometimes not the book that is bad, but it's just situations, and you want something faster, and yeah, it's like that. One thing I noticed as well, I've made some Excel files with this. I can't show you because I don't know how to do these videos with stuff there. Is that the vast majority, and when I say the vast majority, is 80% of my 5 stars or favorite books were given in the first 10 years of reading. In the last 15 years I've been reading, I gave only 20% of 5 stars. There are years that I give only a couple of 5 stars. That's something I noticed. Either what I mean by this, and I can understand this, and as a certain point of view. Imagine that you read a book, the first book in the fantasy, in the grim dark or something like that. Probably that's not the best book, but it's the first one. It's going to create an impact. The next time you read more books on that genre, you're going to compare, and probably that's why we, at least me, I give more. I become more wanted more, and when they do exactly the same things, the tropes and so on, you get a bit. It's the same thing. The other thing is, sometimes you read older books, and then you start reading younger books. Younger, I mean older in terms of time, and you see, okay, this has been done in the older books, but these are the ones that made their tropes, not the other ones. But as you are reading, usually you read, most of the people read stuff that are being released, and not old stuff. They sometimes go back to the beginning, but usually they stick with the old ones. So I don't know, but I'm not enjoying books as much as I think. Then it's the rating scene. So you can rate the characters, the world building, the plot, the anything, the writing style, and you can also rate, which is my only rating, is the enjoyment of the book. If I enjoy the book, I give a better rating. If I didn't enjoy the book, even if it's well written, if I understand it's a good, a new plot, a new thing that nobody ever noticed, if I didn't enjoy the book, I will not rate it as good. So there's that as well. So yeah, this is only food for thought. If you want to delve about this, I can make a different video. But yeah, I noticed that as time goes on, yeah, it's being a bit difficult to get the new 5-star books. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't, and sometimes I get it, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. So let's start with the 4 books that I didn't enjoy or I was disappointed. The first one was Simon Clarke, Lucifer's Ark. I had great hopes about Simon Clark, and I bought in eBay, like there was a person selling 20 of his hardback books, and I bought them, and I read one. I enjoyed it a lot, but this one I didn't enjoy. Maybe because it was not as I expected. I'm going to read another book by him, The Gravedigger's Tale, which doesn't have a good rating, so good luck for that. The second book, which I didn't enjoy at all, was Greg Bear, Hull 03. I had great expectation by Greg Bear. I bought a lot of books. I do sometimes read a synopsis. Okay, this is my alley. Let's buy it. And then I buy a lot of books by the same author, and then I don't enjoy it. That's a problem I have, and I have to control this. And the last book, which I didn't finish as well, was Mission of Gravity, Al Clement. I didn't enjoy this book. I know it's a classic, a masterwork, but I was very disappointed with this book. Probably my least favorite book of this bunch. And one I was most disappointing, but not the lowest rating at all, was this book here, which is a Leviathan Press publication, Them by Shizmar, and I didn't enjoy the book. I had great expectations about aliens invading and so on, and I didn't get what I hoped. I really didn't get this book and how this book can be, I don't know, be a good book to have a special edition. But whatever, that's me. Now, let's talk about the 10 books that not dwell much on the bad books, because they can be bad to me and good for you. Imagine that you are hoping for a good character development character. Maybe you enjoy them more than me. I don't know. My 10th book, one I gave 83 out of 100, was Conan the Barbarian. This is the official motion picture adaptation, and I really enjoyed it. One of the things I expect from movie adaptations is something more than the book gave us. Sorry, the movie gave us. So I expected a bit more, and I really got that in this book. I really enjoyed Conan. I really enjoy Valeria. I really enjoyed the mix between the characters, and they were more fleshed out compared with the movie. Then with, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, that's it. With 88 points is All Fool's Days by Edmund Cooper. This book is a post-apocalyptic novel set in England, and it was written in the 70s, so it feels 70s, and it's about a man who is trying to survive in a world where chaos is erupting everywhere. The reason behind of this post-apocalyptic scenario is very cool. There's some stuff in the sun make people crazy and die or kill themselves, and so in this case kill, not die, but kill themselves and so on. It's very cool how the society reacts to this. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed so much that I read other book by him, and it's in my top 10 as well. Next, with 89 points out of 100, is Storm of Iron by Graham McNeill. This is a Warhammer 40k novel set in a world where the Iron Warriors are trying to invade a castle. This castle here. And it's an amazing story about the Storm of Iron, not about Storm of Iron, about the Iron Warriors psyche, and the Honso, the character in the novel, because he appears in the other novels also by Graham McNeill, which is Ultramarines novels. Those, he is the villain. Well, he is a villain here as well, but here he is the main protagonist. I really enjoyed seeing his backstory a little more. With 90 points, it's Who Needs Man by Edmund Cooper. This one is also a post-apocalyptic kind of scenario, dystopia if you want to call it like that, about a world where women understand they don't need men. So who needs men? So men are eradicated or almost eradicated. They are hunted like pigs and treated like pigs, and the society lives without them. And it's a story about a woman trying to understand about these, well, pigs. She's a exterminator and she's trying to deal with these and other characteristics about women's society without men and what value man brings to the table. I really enjoy this. I don't think that much people will enjoy this if you are a feminist, or but this book is not against feminists in my opinion. It's against all types of isms. If you want to be a machism or feminist in in the in the main characteristics of those isms, if it is horrible, of course you, but being a man, being a woman here, in this case, I think that what he tries to convey is the idea that they are equals, and the bad things that one does, the other can do even worse, or vice versa. You know, I think that was an allegory to that, but who knows? I am not a writer, so maybe I'm just interpreting his view. Uh, yeah, 19 points. So 92 points, the book of Zog. This one is my first book of Alex Hudson. I really enjoyed this. This is a fantasy novel with a Cthulhu inspired creation. So basically the main character is being called Zog, which is basically Cthulhu, or something like that, or another elder being or something like that. So what we have here is a being that exists, and the beginning is very interesting to see how these beings would think, convey emotions, and so on, and how this being can, a person that is born supposedly to evil, but if he doesn't teach to be evil, he will not be evil, you know. And it's very interesting to see this. I really enjoy Alex Hudson idea of these beings and the struggle and so on. It's very cool, different kind of fantasy. Going with Cthulhu, I gave it a 93 out of 100. It's H.P. Lovecraft, The Call of Cthulhu by Go Tanabe. This one is a manga adaptation of the novel, and it's brilliant. If you enjoy manga, I would advise you to buy this book. If you have not read the Call of Cthulhu, maybe because it's too slow, it's too archaic, how it's conveyed, read this. I really think that you will enjoy it. It tries to convey this idea of desperation, of fear, of uncontrolled fear, of investigation, so on. I really, really enjoyed this novel. And again, 93. With 94, I have got two novels. Yeah, two novels. The first one is Bates Hotel. Nah, not Bates Hotel. It's not a movie. It's a scene of a movie. It's Psycho by the famous Robert Bloch. Sorry, I have allergies. This is a fantastic novel, horror novel. I already saw the movie. I knew everything about the movie, but I have never had read the book. And I purchased this Santa edition, and I read it. And I read it in one day. It's amazing. Everything feels amazing in the book. The story is good, the characters is good, the tension is good, the thrilling is good, and most of all, it's the experience. And people that don't read books in format of books, you don't know what you're missing. If you touch these letters, they have like, I don't know, how do you call it in English, they have some, they are not printed as the other books that you purchase, you know. So these ones, everything feels the same. There is no texture is the word, and here it's texture, and I'm reading and I'm feeling the textures of the words. It's some of the best feelings I had ever read a book. Even if I didn't enjoy the book, I would cherish this book for this, and to teach probably my son and other people to read on books, man. This is the amazing book, and this artwork, this should be mandatory in all books, man. This gives something extraordinary to the books, you know. Sometimes you're reading a book but you don't know how the characters are physically. If the writer is trying to convey like some kind of enigma, I understand that, but the vast majority draw the picture in your mind about the characters. Here you see the characters, and the artwork is amazing. I mean, this, all of this experience, it was really good. Greg Kreitz, the artist here, was really conveyed great scene. I really enjoyed, and here is the famous scene of the woman. And I believe the book is better than the movie. No, not judging if you only watch it's a good movie, but here you get a bit more about the psyche of the main character. Now, with 95 points, it's The Other by Troy Young. This is another great book. I've read hundreds of Cthulhu monsters, Cthulhu Lovecraftian horror. Okay, hundreds. I'm not joking. And this was a bit different. This was grab X-Files, but instead of going on a monster hunting of the week, you get these investigations, these short stories, investigations on Cthulhu kind of monsters. And these monsters, these guys can really take it. The monster, they can battle the monster, but something in their mind draws them even more to investigate more, to get more from them, and try to investigate more and thwart them more. So these feelings, the feeling that these monsters, usually in the Lovecraftian monsters, they make you mad. They will make you mad as well, and some people go mad. Some people can delay that effect, but feel the need, the hunger to be near them, and so they know the fear, and they investigate uh, that that feeling and those monsters. And here we have 5 stories, if I'm not mistaken. No, 3, 6, 7 stories, and they explain more about the characters. The characters are all almost all the same, and those characters I think are the main characters. They are not safe. They will die, or they will go crazy, or they. It's. I really enjoy this, and this is set in Canada. Canada. What is Canada? Canada, and it's very cool feeling. These mountains and forests that Canada has, the Arctic Circle, and those caves. I really enjoy this. There are 3 books on this. First, this is like episode series. There are 3 books here. This is the book 1. I have got 2 more to go. I want to read them, but I don't read them now because I will not have anything more to read. The second, my second favorite book of the year so far, it's this one. Can you guess it? No? It's Never Die by Rob G. Hayes. I really love the book. Take some notes here. I really love the book. This edition is from Broken Binding. It's signed, it's limited, and it's an amazing book with great Asian artwork. And I really enjoyed Rob G. Hayes. This is like a person that is trying to gather fighters, the best fighters of the world, to battle um, a king and to destroy. And if they do that, because these are fallen heroes, they died and they were reborn or something like that. And if they are fight them, they will regain their life. That's what they expect, and everything points to this. And Rob G.A.'s give us something amazing feeling. If you watched Seven Samurai or other Asian inspired movies from I don't remember his name, Akira Kurosawa, you'll get that feeling of the books, of the movies, the searching for this hero. The action scenes are amazing. I really enjoyed everything in this book. Felt really, really, really good. I really enjoyed this, and in my it was my second book of the year. It's my 5 star, first 5 star, because I give 5 stars to uh, books that have 95 or more, and this one get 96. There were a couple of situations I may tweak to have more rating, but I really enjoyed it. I'm hoping for the release of the second and the third book and so on. Now, my first book of this year, it's Necropolis by Dan Abnett. Dan Abnett is an amazing writer, and there's a reason why he is the #1 writer for Black Library, the publisher of Warhammer 40k. And I've read, and you know, I've read a lot of books, okay, so I know what I'm talking. But I've gave already 4 books for him over 95, 5 stars. That's the highest of any author. I know that going into these books, I'm enjoying the book a lot. That's why I read them sporadically, because I want, when I'm feeling down a bit in some kind of blocking, except I'm not enjoying the books, I'm not enjoying this vibe, I grab one of his books and I know I'm going to love it. It's that easy. And my top 10 books of all time, um, or top 20 or top 50, he's there for 5 books, 6 books probably. Gilead, uh, that this one, Necropolis, the Ghost Maker, and Dead Riders, Rider of the Dead, Double Eagle. It is top notch. This is a book about the siege, about chaos sieging a world, imperial world, and this guy can. I think the most writers would get this story and can make it a trilogy, a quadrilogy, or something like that, because there's so much happening, so much stuff. You follow a lot of characters. It's not only Gaunt Ghost, you're following a lot of characters, and each one is a different personality, and you know the difference between one or the other. I read these once a year. I don't forget about these characters, and they are there. They are individual characters that you will remember their actions. They are there in the Warhammer 40k, what's in Forgiven world. It's unbelievable, cruel, and these characters have to be tough, but they have to be just as well. And it's amazing read. I read this and I really, I can't explain more. It's the best books of Warhammer 40k. Dan Abnett writes the best of the best, and I enjoy almost all 40k novels, but these ones are really, really good. Yeah, so these are my top 10. I really hope you enjoyed. A bit longer video, 30 minutes clocking in, and well, give me your top 10. Maybe I can draw something from my top for the next 6 months. Please, if you want to comment. Thank you so much.